Per Greg Auman of The Athletic, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have waived backup offensive tackle Fred Johnson from the team, which means they had 2 open roster spots. They've already filled those roster spots. We'll be talking about that in a separate video, but they had 2 open roster spots with the official placement of Shaq Barrett on the injured reserve, and now with the waiving of Fred Johnson. And while this is a little surprising in some way, shape, or form, it also does make a decent amount of sense, and it isn't to say that Fred Johnson is bad, right? Fred Johnson was with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers throughout the entirety of this offseason, training camp, preseason, regular season. He was with the Buccaneers a good amount of time, and I think it's safe to say that the coaching staff certainly likes what Fred Johnson brings to the table as a backup offensive lineman. He's got fantastic size. I believe he's like 6'6", 6'7", something along those lines, over 300 pounds. He's got your typical size for, an all-star offensive tackle, but he's definitely got to work on his technique. He still has a long way to go in terms of growth and development, and I believe he will continue to grow and develop in this league. He's still very young, in his early 20s, and be it with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers or be it in the NFL, I definitely think Fred Johnson will continue to get some opportunities in the future, and I wish him nothing but the best with those opportunities wherever he ends up. It would not be surprising to me if he were to end up back on the Buccaneers practice squad. We'll have to wait and see if the Buccaneers decide to do that in the future, or with possibly another team's practice squad or active roster as well. But right now, as it stands, the Buccaneers offensive tackles include Donovan Smith and Tristan Wirfs as your starters. You also have Brandon Walton as the backup, who filled in very well for Donovan Smith whenever he went down with injury a couple of games throughout this year, as well as Josh Wells, who has been around the league for a while. He is a veteran backup offensive tackle. So, I don't mean this in a super negative way, but there wasn't necessarily a spot here for Fred Johnson. They just have their starters set, they have their depth set, and Fred Johnson just wasn't necessarily needed on this roster anymore, and the Buccaneers decided to let him go pursue other opportunities somewhere with other teams, practice squad, active roster, or possibly even coming back to the Buccaneers practice squad as well. Again, has still got some growth and development to go through, but definitely a good young developmental offensive tackle is Fred Johnson. But folks, let me know your thoughts and opinions about the releasing of Fred Johnson down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about this down in the comment section below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.